Hello all you wonderful, beautiful, and craptastic people. CraptasticJack here. Today I have a special video for y'all today. Today we're going to be talking about the Crew 2's latest update, Inner Drive. Now, before we begin, I would like to give a quick thanks to Ubisoft and Ivory Tower for granting me 1 week of early access to this update in order for me to review. Again, massive thank you to them. So without further ado, let's jump right into review. That rhymed, lol. Inner Drive is the Crew 2's 5th update. This update brings with it new driver models. Yes, you can say goodbye to those frankly ugly driver models of the past. These new driver models have new animations and new clothing items with them. And to be honest, they look a lot better. When you boot up the game next, you will be prompted to select a new character, although I don't believe you'll be able to change your character once you select them, which is honestly not a good thing. When Force and Need for Speed allow you to change your character at will, you really should follow suit. This is also a big request I've seen on the Crew 2 forums, so this would have been a perfect time to allow such a feature. Why Ivory Tower didn't, I find really strange. In addition to new character models, we have a new and improved UI, which is more visually pleasing, as well as the ability to walk around in third person, which is really cool. It's interesting to see where Ivory Tower can take this feature into the future. It would be cool to see a car meet with a third person perspective, or maybe have like car meets in the HQ, just being able to walk around, look at people's cars and stuff. That would be really cool. I re-teased this update with the Koenigsegg Jesko, which I am personally not a fan of. Again, that's just me personally. Although the reaction to this car seemed pretty warm, so it's cool to see this car being added into the game. However, the Jesko isn't the only car being added into the Crew 2 Inner Drive. Along with the Jesko, this update adds the new 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, the 1999 Lamborghini Diablo GT, as well as the 2002 Enzo Ferrari. The Diablo and the Enzo I really like, so it's really nice to see these cars being added into the Crew 2. And in addition to these cars, the Mazda RX-7 FC was also teased. I'm super excited for this car, although it's not in this update at launch. This update also adds some new vanity items into the game, including window tint, custom horns, nitrous colors, shapes, and 2D emotes. And of course, to be expected, there's also some new summits coming along with this update. The one we played was called a Scenic Tour, which, if I remember correctly, doesn't have any new events with it, which really sucks, I'm not gonna lie. And that's really it when it comes to this update. There really is not much to this update. Now, don't get me wrong, there's more content in this update than there were in Blazing Shots, but this update comes nowhere near as close to what we got with Hot Shots. I mean, there's a new feature called Hobbies, which is not in this update, but it's coming soon. Hobbies sound really cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not available in this update. Hell, it even teases the Mazda RX-7 FC, which I am really excited for. But when it comes to this update, there really isn't much to really clamor for. Aside from a handful of some cool cars and some new character models, there really is not much to this update. And that's a real shame, because this game still lacks in the PvP and in the gameplay department. The racing still, in my opinion, is not fun. There's not really much game-changing in terms of gameplay being added in this update. There isn't anything in this update that would bring old players back to the game, unless there are super diehard fans of the 2002 Enzo or the 1999 Diablo, or any one of the other cars being added into the game. Hobbies may be the solution to that, but it's still not out yet, and still no fix to the night, or their lack of nighttime, the headlights, or much else either. I don't quite know how the Jack Daniels disaster has affected the workflow over at Ivory Tower. I mean, the fact that hobbies are not coming out until further notice points towards some disruption. All in all, I cannot with a good conscience say that this is a good update. Sure, the new custom avatars look cool, but this update really doesn't add anything meaningful to the game in the long term, in my opinion. Outside of a few cars. No fix to the nighttime, no fix to the headlights, no fix to any other issues that have been problems since launch. No fix to the nighttime, no fix to the headlights, no seeming fix to anything that has been problems since launch. Future updates should focus more on what the community wants. This is something I said back with Hot Shots. Hot Shots, we need more updates like Hot Shots. Hot Shots delivered one of the most fan-requested features into the Crew 2. But there are so many more fan-requested features that from the Crew 1 that have yet to be added to the Crew 2. Ivory, in my opinion, should focus more on adding those in, as opposed to new character models or stuff like that. I don't know. Again, maybe hobbies may be the solution to that. Maybe they'll add in some more minor community requests with hobbies. but at the same time, we don't know yet. It's been nearly a year since the last, and in my opinion, meaningful update to the Crew 2, and of course that was Hot Shots. And I hope that we get another big one soon. But this update just isn't it. If you're waiting for a big update to bring you back to the Crew 2, then you'll probably have to wait some more. Again, I don't want to be negative, but this feels like a lackluster update. There really isn't too much to talk about here. Now granted, there are some cool things coming soon, such as hobbies in the Mazda RX-7 FC, and hobbies may be something that awesome that breathes new life into the game, but it's not in this update. I don't know. I say wait until hobbies are out and see if that adds some stuff that, like, some actual, like, meaningful content into the game. Not saying that the character models or, like, the new cars are bad at anything. Some of the cars they're adding are actually really cool, and the character models are a big improvement over the last character models, which were quite ugly. But at the same time, if I could think of a bunch of things that I would like changed in the Crew 2, or like a lot of things that need to be upgraded or like updated or fixed in the Crew 2, character models was not on that list. Character models were very low. So them prioritizing that over a lot of community requested updates and features kind of rubs me the wrong way. Again, I would like to thank Ivory Tower and Ubisoft for allowing me to try this update 1 week before launch. Even though I'm being brutally honest here, again, I do want to thank them for the opportunity. That's going to be it for me tonight, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Have a good one, guys.